Two indie giants are rising again. But which long-awaited sequel are you more hyped for? Hollow Knight Silksong or Hades 2? Cast your vote in the comments. It's the indie showdown of the decade. Welcome to the Indie Radar. Jefferson Carps with the gamer buff Dove Larson Silksong coming up. Hades 2 coming up. But let's kick it off with Tenjutsu. Because, Dove, I know you want to put this game on everyone's radar. Now, there is no release date. There is no demo. But you are big on this game. So let's put it on the radar.
Yeah, man, Tenjutsu. I'm super excited about it because it's a mix of the roguelike systems with an awesome pixelated kung fu style combat. Like, you got a lot going on there. And what I love is just the randomness of all the powers mixing in there and just making you like that unstoppable badass that you want in all the video games. And especially in a challenging one, a roguelike like this, I think this is a great mix, and it's by someone who worked on the Dead Cell game. So if you have that pedigree, you understand the roguelike system. And honestly, initially they began this game, they didn't even want that. They were thinking a different timing mechanic, I think like a 10-second loop, and then they're like, Rogue system really works here, and they put it in and it works great. But oh my god, the combat system looks so interesting, and I love the presentation. It's just beautiful.
Obviously, Tenjutsu, put it on your radar. Again, there's no release date. This dude's working really, really hard on this game. It's a game jam. Like, throw it out there.
Yes.
Make this thing in a day, see what happens. And people responded really well to it. And He's been working on this game for 3 years, and it's coming soon. I promise you that. And the gamer buff, Dove Larson, wants you to put it on the radar. Tenjutsu coming soon. Go check it out and keep an eye on it. Jefferson Carps with the gamer buff, Dove Larson. This is the Indie Radar, a weekly rundown of the most promising new and upcoming indie games. Thank you for being here. Like, subscribe, comment. Let's talk some indie games. We love talking indie titles with you. Dove, go. Hollow Knight Silksong. Ooh. Team Cherry recently confirmed that this hugely anticipated sequel will be released by holiday 2025. Now, Dove, before you get going, the release of this game could not be any more exciting. You get to play as Hornet. It's the same beautiful hand-drawn animation. New lands, new maps, new enemies, new bosses, new friends, new music from Hollow Knight's award-winning composer. The only thing that we have to watch out for is a new delay in the release date. What do you think, Buff? Is this thing going to make it by Christmas this year?
Oh, God, I hope so. And I really think all signs point to yes. It's going to be out in 2025. They're showing it out in the Australian Museum of Cinematic Images or something to that like.
Mm-hmm.
And that's going to hit in September, if I'm not mistaken. So they have to have at least a demo's worth of material. They've been pointing to 2025 on many of posts. So like I'm telling you, it's coming out 2025. I don't see a delay. I think the introduction into the Australian Museum is a great sign. It might not be the actual release date, but I'm telling you, it's going to be before the holidays because they want to get that hype train going before like Christmas sets in.
Okay, so the only difference, now we've heard this before, and we've been waiting 6 years for this game.
It takes time.
We heard this in 2023. We thought was going to be the release. The only difference here, Dove, is that there is going to be a demo available at this Australian museum. That's huge. That's next level. We're almost ready to go type of stuff from Silksong. And so you're thinking it's going to happen by Christmas. They're not lying this time.
Absolutely. And also they've pretty much confirmed that it's going to be releasing 2025 on the Switch too, which is its exclusive release platform for the official launch. They've confirmed it. Nintendo's confirmed it. I'm telling you, it's coming out 2025. I think it's going to hit before the holiday season. I think that's the best time for a little indie gem. Well, not little, a gigantic indie gem like Hollow Knight Silksong should drop. It's going to be amazing too.
So Silksong, this just might be. I'm not crazy to say that I think it's the most anticipated upcoming indie game, and certainly upcoming indie sequel, but it might not be. And we're going to talk about that soon. By the way, for Hollow Knight fans starving for more, go ahead and put Never Grave on your indie radar. It's a Hollow Knight inspired game. It's coming soon from Pocket Pair.
Ooh.
And we know how good Pocket Pair is at at drawing inspiration from other games. Never Grave. Check it out. Check it out. It's coming out soon. Now, sticking with hugely anticipated sequels, Hades 2 early access. Listen, they dropped patch 9 a couple weeks ago.
Yep.
Well, boom, kablammy even. Patch 10 is out now. Now, the big news here, Dove, is that Supergiant Games, they say that it will likely be their final patch before launch.
And that's huge. We know it's coming. I mean, the first Hades took about 20 weeks, or I'm sorry, months. I'm a moron. 20 months to complete its development cycle. We're in the mid to late teens here. I think this is dropping 2025 again. They're, like they said, they've had 2025 circled on their calendar. They've been posting about 2025 is the date, and now we have this is likely the final patch. They're not going to say that unless they truly believe it. Always they're going to leave that tiny window open because there might be a tiny little unexpected bug popping up here or there. It always happens in programming. Got to leave that window open. But I'm telling you, I think we're going to see this even sooner than holiday. I think like just at the end of summer, right before fall, this bad boy's coming out. That's what I'm hoping at least, because I really want to play this one.
So Hades 2, you're thinking like September, October-ish for the official version 1.0 launch of Hades 2.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping too, man. We finally get the conclusion of the story. All the pieces are going to fit. We who have been holding off to like finally sink into this one can dive in and get the full experience. I cannot wait for that. I love the stories. I love the acting. I love the combat in Hades. Hades 2 is not going to be an exception.
Okay, I'm going to put you on the spot here. In fact, I'm going to put all of you on the spot. Check out the comments. You know what's happening here. Gamer Buff, and everybody out there. Which sequel are you more looking forward to? What are you more pumped about? Silksong or Hades 2? Which indie giant are you more pumped about?
That's hard. I mean, it took me a while to love Hollow Knight. You know, the first couple times it was hard for me to jump in because it's a Souls-like and it kicks your ass. And at the first couple times I tried it, I didn't understand Souls-like, and I just was like, oh, this game. But I've had a reevaluation, and I freaking love it. Hades is one of my all-time favorite games. I love the combat in it. It's so good. The story is so amazing. You just fall in love. Oh God. Oh, jeepers.
Give me a vote, you son of a bitch. I'm not going to let you off the hook. The good people are not going to let you off the hook. What sequel, indie giant sequel, are you more pumped about? Silksong or Hades 2?
I want to see what happens in Hades 2. I really want to figure out what's going on. So I just want to see. It's been sitting in my library for so long. I want to finally get the conclusion of that. I love Hollow Knight, but I cannot wait for Hades 2, my friend.
Well, we are split right down the middle because I'm telling you, Silksong, Hollow Knight, Silksong. That's my vote. I'm not, I don't have to sit here and like tell you how great Hades is and Hades 2 and this whole thing. Hollow Knight might be the greatest game ever made, indie or otherwise. It is like it's gonna beat you down, it's gonna kick your ass, but you are so proud of every little achievement and every next, boss that you beat and a new thing so that you find in a new ability.
So gorgeous.
It's beautiful, and the music and everything about it.
But you're not going to sit here and tell me why it's so amazing.
I'm not going to sit here and tell you why.
That's what you began this whole rant about. Like, you're just going to vote for Hollow Knight, and you're like, I'm not going to sit here and tell you.
Let's bring in the Doc. Doc Adams. I need a vote. Doc Adams of the Gamer Buff. He hosts the Indie Vault. He produces the Indie Radar. Which sequel are you more pumped about of these indie giants? Hollow Knight Silksong or Hades 2?
Well, as Duff said, almost an impossible decision. It's tough. They're both cool. Hollow Knight Silk Stockings. Yeah, it just has like that mid '90s dirty saxophone, naughty Showtime vibe.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
I see, and I thought maybe he would take this seriously.
No,
No, it was
What do you got?
no. Hollow Knight does look amazing. The sequel. I am so excited
Yeah.
for it.
Yeah.
The score.
Okay.
The art's a little different, but still the same. It looks amazing. I can't wait. So I'm going with Jeff, even though
They're both incredible,
obviously.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair.
They're both incredible.
There's
Um,
not a loser here.
by
They're
the
both
way-
great.
Right. I don't want to dwell on this, but when you're 14 and Silk Stockings is on the USA Network,
Oh, my
forget
goodness.
about it.
Yeah, that was
All right. Buff. Listen, you've been a good boy. You've been patient.
Oh,
You've been
yes.
nothing but a professional. So now is your time. I'm going to let you have this. Go ahead and rip on the AAA disaster that is Mind's Eye.
Yeah, we have another CEO just falling right in line with the other from Build the Rocket Boy or Barb, whatever
Nice
you want to
name.
call the developers
Not.
from Mind's Eye. But again, they're just lashing out sabotage, 100% that they were sabotaged. They had people paid to just bash their game. Let me tell you, the score on PlayStation is under 2.5. That is hard to do, my friend. You really have to have a shitty game in order to get that low of a score on the PlayStation Network, man. Like, people really hate your game because it's not a full, complete game. You're a CEO telling other people who program games what to do. You don't know what you're talking about. This is why I love indie games, because the people who create the game are the people who are making, like, who come up with the idea, create the actual game, put their heart and soul into this game, and it's great. Mind's Eye is just, it's a heartless, floppy, buggy piece of crap that no one enjoyed, and they're trying to quote unquote relaunch it while all their employees are screaming out, oh man, they're firing everyone, like redundancy is all out because they're lashing out, everyone's a saboteur
Because
or
they
your
put
game
out
sucks.
Yes, because
The game
they're
just
firing
sucks.
everyone because they put out a game that everyone said is not ready. It's not ready.
GTA killer, huh?
Yeah, it's going to go toe to toe with GTA. Well, Duff, why did they put out this game before it was even finished?
You got me, man. I think they saw the opening because GTA moved,
Bingo!
another year, and they're like, oh,
Exactly.
we'll get the opening, we'll get the landing, and then even if it's buggy, we could patch it, maybe like
Right.
Cyberpunk or something. But you're not going to patch this game. It's not fun.
So
like,
the GTA
no one enjoyed it.
killer was afraid of GTA.
Mhm.
GTA 6 delayed, and Mind's Eye thought, shit, let's get this out. It's not ready. Well, get it out now because
Toxic atmospheres.
we don't have to compete with Grand Theft Auto 6. And then both CEOs come out and talk about sabotage at 100%. Oh, are people financing to take down your game? 100%. Well, show me the proof. Show me the proof. I want to see the proof, Mr. 100%. Your game sucks. You suck. Your name is Leslie. I'm sorry. I don't want to turn. Well, listen.
Leslie Nielsen was an amazing
Leslie
American
Nielsen
gem,
was
and we
incredible.
will not dishonor his
However,
name.
don't compare this man, this
Fair
jerk, to Leslie Nielsen. If your parents and you're having a new boy entering your life soon, congratulations. I'm very happy for you. Don't name the child Leslie. Coming up this week, it's Dub's official indie spotlight review, Suit for Hire. I know you're really looking forward to this game. What's the word, Bird? Give me a taste. Give me a little taste in my mouth.
I mean, this game is really incredible. It is an optional when it comes to what point of view you want. A lot of games have different camera angles, yes, but it has a totally different feel, and they nail the mechanics for both. You can either do it top down, so something like Hotline Miami with updated graphics, or you can have it third person action, so it's more like a Sifu or My Love Max Payne. You even got the slow-mo effects, and just a lot of cool combinations, a lot of cool inspirations. But check it out Monday, because I'm gonna give your deep dive as always.
Yeah, it's Suit for Hire. It's out early Monday. and for the rest of time at the Gamer Buff. This is the Indie Radar at the Gamer Buff. Please get ready for Silksong. Get ready for Hades, too. We love them. We love you. Like, share, subscribe. Fight for us. Damn it. We're sure the hell fighting for you. We're going to bring in the Doc Leslie Adams joining us here. And I'll be perfectly honest. Dove, he doesn't smell that bad today. Not too bad, right?
I stink washed my junk, so I think everything should be a little better. Great show, you guys. You guys nailed it. That was amazing. Keep it up. Every show is better than the last, and I'm excited for these games. And I'm hopped up.
I'm humbled. Thank you very much.
Of course. Nice job.
Do you have a joke, or is
You know what? I don't want to force it. I mean, let's just
Respect that.
right.
Respect that.
Of course.
I don't respect it. He's got one thing. He takes his silk stockings joke and he makes it halfway through the show because I put him on the spot and he panics.
But that was
you blew your load too early,
Yeah,
my
I
friend.
did.
All right. Catch the Doc weekly on the Indie Vault for amazing games that you probably missed at the Gamer Buff. Plus, we have the latest indie game reviews on the Indie Spotlight playlist from this guy, the Gamer Buff, Dove Larson, and all the upcoming indie game previews on the Indie Radar right here. It's all available at the Gamer Buff. He is the Gamer Buff, Dove Larson. Like, share, and subscribe for more. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. Appreciate you. We'll meet you guys at the mall. Nope. Hey, fellas. Game on!
Game on.
Give him control back. Give him the cam. Yeah, you got this. Come on, you bitch. Okay. Just run the controls.
Yeah, just
Most
hit
of
it
the time
whenever.
it's video, so you're fine. Just feel it.